we don't get too many guests that I would say in the All-Star play with Mr. MJ and AI and at O2 All-Star game in Philly. You got to play with both of them, which was, I know, amazing for you. So could you please tell us that experience playing with MJ and AI, man?
It was in Philly.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, AI was at home.
Hometown.
For me, shout out to Vince Carter. Vince Carter was hurt, so that's how I got on. I was like the next dude up. MJ he was happy as hell. I have to say, like, you saw kind of like the love and the OG, and you see Iverson, and it was just nothing but big dogs. So I was just in the room kind of like observing. Of course, AI was late. AI comes through with the he at home.
Yeah.
AI come with the bucket.
Yeah.
But like,
was he able to wear his jerseys then?
yeah, he had the jersey, the sweatsuit. He had he had chains. He had chains, like cubic link chains. The chains was this big with the diamonds. You know what I mean? And I'm like, like, damn, I'm a small fry in here. I gotta get my weight up, boy. AI walked in the locker. It was like, man, it was just like a wave of people.
Yeah.
And Jordan was cool. I remember like, damn, man, like Mike hella cool. He talking to everybody, he talking shit to everybody. And then I was like, hey, man, let me get them shoes. He was like, no. I was like, nope. Yeah, box full of shoes. Let me get a pair of shoes. He was like, nah. I was like, can you sign? He was like, nah. I was like, oh, you joking. I'll be back at halftime. Yeah. I'm like, homie, I'm going to need you to sign these shoes. He was like, no.
I'm not fucking with you.
Went to the end of the game. You got to sign the jerseys and all that. Oh, man. I swiped me one right in there.
He said, I swiped me one right in there.
That same game, Kobe was booed in his hometown in Philly.
I was standing right behind him.
Did he say anything? What do you recall from that?
Man, I think Kobe just used all that shit for motivation. When they played in the finals. I mean, but at the same time, like, we all knew Kobe was gonna get the MVP. And like I say, bro, it was a lot of hate. It was a lot of hate.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I could, I can understand the rivals and shit. An All-Star weekend was cool, everybody was cool, but people still wasn't like, oh, I'm not fucking with you. I'm not fucking. Like, you start seeing like, oh, it's a hierarchy of like cliques and shit. And so if you watch, right, not only was he getting booed, you see a lot of players, like, usually, All-Star weekend, you huddle around the dude. There was a lot of hate on Kobe, but you see me right there because I fuck with Kobe. That's my dog.
Back to AI, and you kind of just mentioned it about how he talked about how every time he saw you in the game, he just tried to run into you and flop. But in that same conversation, I believe, they asked him who was, the toughest matchup for him, and he mentioned you. So what is it like just getting kind of a compliment from a player like that?
You grow up idolizing somebody, and they got a direct effect on you because you're like, oh, shit, like, he more like me than I ever expected. And the way AI came into the league, I thought, like, he represented where I was from. He gave me a chance to be like, oh, it's cool to be myself, everything you are, right? Or like to figure it out. Right. And at UCLA, we was a Reebok school, and I was like, oh, I'm wearing Nikes. You know what I mean? And so I used to have to put tape on my shoes. And I remember we used to hear, it was a club, so we used to always hang out, parking lot pimp, in college at the club in Westwood. So Iverson, like, oh, Iverson, I had never met him. Man, we stayed outside the club and waited for this man. Like, we missed him going in. We waited for him to come outside, bro. He came outside. He was like, oh, what's up? Blah, 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 blah. We was like, man, I was like, man, we trying to wear your shoes. He said, what? You ain't got my shoes? He was like, bro, you ain't got my shoes? I was like, man, this dude know who I am. He was like, hell yeah, man. He sent the whole, we was in Iverson's the next day. And we was a Reebok school.
Yeah.
So for me, like Iverson always was like big bro.
Yeah. That's dope.
So that type of respect is just like, that's why I say I want to walk in the room and when I see my peers, if they saying that about me, I'm Gucci.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When I see like the dogs, the big dogs, and they like, boy, let me tell you about yourself.
Yeah.
That's all that
That's
matters
all
to
that
me.
matters. Yeah.